Hi guys. I'm a little late today getting the video up. I usually try to get them up in the mornings, but things were just really hectic this morning and I could not get it up. I didn't even film it this morning, so got a little behind, but I wanted to get the video up today. So here it is. I'm going to be doing my favorite fall palettes. Let's just dive on in. The first one I love not only for fall, but I love all year round. It's perfect for when I want to do very natural look. It's like one of my go-to palettes, and that is the Naked Basics palette. Most of you have this or have seen it and know they're just really basic neutral colors in here. My go-to like eye look is applying Foxy all over the lid, Venus in the inner corner, and Faint in my crease. And it just makes a really pretty neutral eye look that I absolutely love. I don't think I'm ever going to tire of using this palette, ever. Next is my Loreal Pro palette. And I love this palette. I put this in my favorite fall makeup as well because I loved using this gold shade across my entire lid. But now that we're getting into the colder months, I'm loving this garnet shade. There's quite a big divot in the garnet, and usually I'll apply the pewter over my entire eye, the light pink or the cream shade in my inner corner, and I will put espresso in my crease. And this palette is perfect for when you want a little bit more pizzazz to your eye look, but you don't want it to be crazy, like with oranges and greens and blues, and it just adds a little bit of extra something, but the colors are still muted and earth toned enough that it doesn't look insane. And I love this palette for fall and winter. Keeping in line with the same kind of motif, we have the Loreal Pro To Go palette. I haven't talked that much about this palette. I honestly haven't used it very much, but so far I am loving the shade Chai, and that's this shade right here. I actually am wearing it on my eyes today, and I have not touched up my makeup, my eye makeup, since I got home from work, and it's probably 6 o'clock now, so yeah, it's lasted all day. Anyway, this is the Loreal Pro To Go, and I love this because I love this shade, which is Chai, but I also love mixing mink and black. I love mixing those two together because it gives me kind of like a matte shimmer. In this palette, I'll put Chai over my entire eye, as I did today, and I will mix mink and black and put that in my inner crease and on my outer corner. And I just think it looks subtle but smoky as well. It's an eye look that you could wear during the day that doesn't look like you've tried too hard and you know it's too much. The bottom half of this palette, I'm almost positive these two are blushes. This is Coral, it's a sparkly blush, Pink, which is a matte pink blush, and Bronze, which is the bronzer. There's really nothing about this palette that I don't love. Next is my e.l.f. Beauty Book. These colors I feel are similar to the colors in the Pro To Go palette. I just dropped everything out of it. I love this palette, but I feel that these colors are very similar to these colors in the Pro To Go palette, which is, I think, like whenever I first purchased this and I bought it home, I kind of looked at the shades and I was like, huh, like look at that. But anyway, I love this palette, first of all, because it is super inexpensive, but super pigmented. I did a whole blog post. I believe it was under either $5 or $8. Now, I think that the Loreal colors are a bit more buttery. They apply a little bit better, but when I use these colors with an eyeshadow base or even like a primer potion or something like that, they apply not as well as the Loreal shades do, but they apply well, better than they do on their own. Next, we have a palette that I forgot that I actually owned. This is the Nudetude Palette. I bought this palette initially because of the packaging, because as you can see, it's really cute. It's got these beautiful ladies here with eyeshadows covering up the bits, and it's just a really cute package. But on top of that, the shades are very pigmented as well. I love the fact that whenever I want shimmer shades, that I have a palette that has shimmer shades that are all neutral. So again, I can create looks for work that aren't going to be too out there and in your face, but are also different than just your normal like brown and taupe and cream shades. My favorite eye look for this palette would be to apply Snobby, that's this color, over the entire lid, Standoffish in the inner corner, and then in my crease, I usually blend Sophisticated and Sexy together because it gives me kind of a taupey red shade that's really, really pretty when they're mixed. And I love this palette. And last but not least, I have my e.l.f. Neutral Eyeshadows palette. I believe this is 144 shadows. And because it's the neutral palette, it has almost every shade, every neutral shade that you could possibly think of. You've got your reds, your browns, your taupes, your creams. And this palette has been one that has let me experiment a lot with different eye looks and different colors because it's all condensed in one palette. I will never forget, I created a look with an orange eyeshadow that was so pretty. I got so many compliments on it at work, and I came home and I could not remember what I did. Like, I had no idea how I had created it, and I was just bummed because I never got it to look the way that it did that day. Has that ever happened to any one of you? Like, you do something new with your makeup and you love it and everyone loves it and compliments you on it, and you come home and you're like, how did I do that? And you just can't remember how you did it? Yeah, that's me. I believe it was like $14 or $15, but I got this one for sale at Target. So that's it. Those are my 6 favorite palettes for the fall and winter months. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and let me know if any of my favorites are your favorites. Also, today is November the 5th, I believe, and Sephora's sale for the VIBs is going on from, I believe, the 7th until the 11th. So if any of you haven't received the little cards they sent out in the mail, make sure that you email them or you tweet them to let them know that, hey, I'm a VIB and I didn't get my 20% off. It's 20% off your entire order. So I'm going to be heading over to Sephora this Saturday because that's the first day that I have like off and I won't have the kids and I can actually go in and shop, and I cannot wait to shop and then do a haul for you guys, which I'm probably going to all do on Saturday if things go as planned. And again, that's it. I will do a blog post and link it down below. My Facebook as well as my Twitter will also be linked below, so check those out when you have time. And I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.